whistle's blown, the lights are on, and you are live. Welcome to the Only Sports segment where passion meets precision. And it's your host, Shawama. I'm here with three incredible individuals. It's your boy,
Boof Daddy.
And
Hansen, as always.
The saddest Madrid fan.
A Captain Polo.
Captain Brother. Yeah, we are here to talk about the biggest football match in football history. It's the El Clasico coming on Saturday. So, guys, what are your thoughts? What do you think? I'll start with Boof Daddy. Bro, the El Clasico.
Yeah, Charlie. We're all looking forward to it. The Madrid guys are hoping that they can turn out this time around, but the Barca boys too, they know they're here. Those young boys, they have no fear in their eyes. Yeah, they're actually gonna go for Madrid. They have the upper hand. They are confident. They are in good form. And what helps Madrid? What helps Barcelona is that they score at will. They score when they want to score. Even when their backs are against the wall, they're able to pull it off. So that's what will be, on their favor. But Madrid also have a chance because Barcelona are also not solid, or they are not sound defensively.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, it's it's like this and like that.
But high-line Barca.
I still don't think Madrid will win, but it's just football.
As always. Odogu. Is it
Parara.
This is why I don't get Parara.
Yes. Okay, bro. What do you think? El Clasico, man.
Barca is the clear favorite. But common sense is telling me that Madrid will not lose to Barca for the third time this season. Just that. That is what common sense is just telling me. Like, football has its own way of making things, right? Sometimes there are some matches where, like, the team has lost the last 3 consecutive games. They are meeting a heavyweight, but you can feel like they will not lose again.
It won't happen.
It won't happen again. They will do something. They might get a draw. They will win. And then it will happen. That is how my mind is telling me, like, no, this time around, Madrid will not lose. It could be a draw. But as Bob Daddy said, Highline Barcelona, they have all the cards. With their little maestro, Pedri in the middle, orchestrating play and here and there, Barca have the cards. But there's one issue. Barca will be missing Lewandowski and their left back, Baldi. And that might stumble or halt their momentum in a way.
Oh, okay.
I know Ferran Torres has been a decent deputy this season with some goals, but Lewandowski is Lewandowski. And Baldi, I think they're going to put Martin. I don't think he provides that excellent cover at left back, both defense and attack like Baldi does.
Oh, okay.
So, logically, in my heart, Barca is going to win. But my logic is telling me that
it will happen
Madrid,
for the third time.
It will not happen for the third time. Please. I think the last 2 games, Madrid have sorted out their midfield. The midfield problems we knew and we spoke about. I think now with what's his name?
Shu.
No.
Kama.
No, the deputy to Luka Modric.
Okay.
No, not Valverde. Ceballos.
Danny Ceballos.
In the midfield there with Modric. No, even Modric. Ceballos is moving. He plays with Modric. They swap. So Ceballos, Camavinga. Camavinga is injured.
He's injured.
So Tchouaméni, Ceballos,
For the rest of the
Valverde.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that is their balanced midfield. And their last 2 games, I think they've been balanced. So if that midfield is to turn up, I think it will not be a one-sided.
So do you think that he should go back to the 4-4-2 diamond for this game?
Yes, the 4-4-2 diamond he's playing, he should go back to it. Or he should go back to the 4-2-1-2, the Christmas tree formation that he played in their last the last game before the one they won. The one Mbappe suffered a red card. I think that game they played the Christmas tree formation. I think.
Oh, you're talking about 4-1-2-1-2.
4-1-2-1-2.
Yeah.
Okay. If they go with that, I think they will do something.
Okay, so we have a Madrid fan here. If you are Ben brother. Yeah, we know what Arsenal did to him. Charlie, booking Arsenal position.
Charlie, we just the next.
We just the next. So, what do you think?
Yeah, so before I go to my salvation, I want to say congratulations to Arsenal. But then this is the end of the way for you, so I will meet you next season. Yeah, back to the El Clasico.
Someone who is home is telling someone you are coming home. You already home.
Oh yeah. Penny say the order for no unsira shall save you. And to El Clasico.
So Madrid they play underdog gimmick.
No. But
Of course.
we are out, right? We are out.
Okay,
So
okay.
what are we
Alright.
afraid of again?
Mm.
And back to the El Clasico. You see, last season, 2023-2024 season, we played 3 matches. We won all. Madrid won all. And this season we played 2 already. And Barcelona has won all. My fear is they might also win the 3rd one. Because I'm seeing the Barcelona team that is giving me some scars, like they play so well. Though they can concede, but when the match is not over, they will come back and win. That's like, I'm like, wow, what a team. So now, seriously.
I mean,
So you don't have confidence in your team?
No. It's not like I don't have the confidence. I know, like, it's just like I'm afraid we may lose for the 3rd time.
They will lose every.
Serious, like,
and
but this is El Clasico. I know my boys.
and brother, I have bad news for you because I say this with a little trepidation.
hold on,
There's
hold
no way.
Before you come to the bad news, wait. You see, my players, maybe they know that this season is like going off, so they should at least win this.
Salvage it, okay.
For us to at least enjoy something. If not, we are having an extremely bad season.
But you're not. But you're not bigger than trophyless.
They're going to meet again La Liga.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. We are going
Next
to
2
meet
weeks
for
or so.
for the 4th time. That's like.
Chale move a brave.
Omo buye.
Let's show.
When it's a the share kuku.
The show.
Charlie,
But that's the cup final.
This
right?
one, the more you mean why? Barca fans, this one there.
But why are you pleading?
I'm not pleading, but this one there.
I don't plead. What are you doing? I don't lose that.
Debbie.
Charlie, but it is us. You see what he's doing.
Opa Bofred, you're near the other young Najidi.
Make you keep the same energy. If they lose,
If they
make you
lose
give
that-
us the 2 vibes.
Yeah, Charlie.
You
So
see?
Charlie, Hala Madrid forever.
Okay. So guys, we've gotten your take. Now let me ask you. Going into this game, we have 2 coaches. We have Hansi and we have Don Carlo. What do you think they have to do different if they would want to win?
Don Carlo doesn't do anything different. He gives you the confidence and go and play. Go and play the way you want to play.
Play inshallah.
Play inshallah.
What do you think?
You see, I don't think that he has to try and fight for control with Barcelona. What he has to do is that he has to focus on how to exploit Barcelona without possession, because you cannot press Barcelona. You cannot build up in a way that will also allow them to have spaces in and around your zone 14, or pick up those square pockets around the square pockets around the semicircle. That those areas, when you leave those areas to Pedri and Co, they'll really disturb you. One of the best ways I feel like he can approach this game is to make sure that he overloads the midfield. Going back to the 4-4-2 diamond or the 4-1-2-1-2, that's what I was saying, that he should play in a way that will put pressure, because there's no Alejandro Baldi.
Yeah.
So they should put pressure on Barcelona's centre backs by putting Vini and Mbappe as 2 forwards, and then having Bellingham drop deeper to create that square midfield in the middle of the pitch, because other than that, there's no way you're going to win the ball from Pedri, because everything Barcelona does flows to Pedri. So they have to overload the midfield and limit Barcelona from having those extra touches in and around those penalty areas, those penalty boxes. You understand?
Do you know what would work with the formation you are talking about right now?
Yeah.
It cannot be with a dysfunctional midfield.
Yes.
If you look at Madrid play, one of their major problems is, in terms of fast breakups, you see Vinicius and Mbappe all on the left foot flank. There's a wide space in midfield.
The structure.
It's a problem.
The structure.
And they will do the same thing, because we say this, they are like, Mbappe is a striker, Mbappe is a striker, but Mbappe likes to drift to the left side.
Exactly.
So they create that overload there. But the point is, when you have those balls there, you have Koundé and Arayo going, who are you connecting to in midfield?
Yeah.
It will isolate Bellingham, and as you are saying, it will make Pedri and De Jong win back the ball easily. So with the dysfunctional midfield, they stand no chance against Barca.
And in this
That's
game,
been the Achilles heel this season.
and I'm going to just one last thing, and in this game, I expect them to work very hard, because if you approach the game the way I said, meaning you're going to leave a lot of areas on the wings, on the flanks. So I would expect that this game, if they are going to salvage everything in this season, Vini and Mbappe, they must work really hard to cover those wide channels. The reason I'm saying that is because that's where Barcelona are going to have their bread and butter. That's their feast. Because Koundé is going to push up, which is going to allow or create 2v1. If Vini does not cover on the left side, it's going to create an overload for Madrid's left back to handle or to deal with, and it's going to be problematic because Lamine is going to take on his one-on-ones, and he's really going to cause problems.
There will be the runners from midfield.
Yes,
also.
so they have to work hard, and they need to get there. But this game is not a game for Rodrigo. He's not been in good form.
No. But the point is,
Okay.
if you want to say what you are doing, they need to play a 4-4-2 with natural wingers.
Yes,
Or
but
else you cannot hold back.
no. But if you play a 4-4-2, you completely surrender the midfield. You're going to find they play a 4-3-3, don't they?
So Sharama, it is like choose your poison.
No.
Choose something you want to do and just stick to
Which
do it
4-4-2
well.
variation are you talking about?
Holding.
4-4-2 folding.
4-4-2
Holding.
With two
meaning
natural wingers.
They would have
LM
two holding midfielders. One's
No.
LD and one RD.
No. One holding midfielder.
And one central midfielder. But they
And
are
two
the
central
same
midfielders.
4-4-2 you are talking about, the same thing.
No, I'm not talking about 4-4-2. I'm talking about how Barcelona
I'm
will
saying that
approach.
if you really want them to be able to tackle their wings and also have that midfield balance, then the 4-4-2 is what they need to do.
No, but 4-4-2 is a formation proven not to succeed against 4-3-3 because the 4-3-3 has numerical advantage in the midfield.
It only works when you have dynamic players like Mbappe and Vinicius.
So, I understand where what Nino is trying to say. Mostly with the 4-4-2 variation, when you really want to still dominate the midfield areas, when you don't want your opponent to exploit the wide areas, then it means your wingers should play they shouldn't play as wingers. They should play as left midfielders and right midfielders respectively.
But
that is something Vinicius can do, because you know for a fact that if you really want to play as a left midfielder, you are not just contributing to maybe the attacking patterns of the game.
Defensive.
Track back. Okay, so now let's take our time. We are going back to our Madrid fan. If you have him, match of the city they do so. Wow team. Don Ancelotti, what should he do different in this game?
I think that you don't really have to do so much, right? Because me and Casano, at the end of the season, I want him gone.
Is it fans talk like they have shares in the club? I want him gone. Who are you?
But how many boys are in him? So back to the story. See, Ancelotti don't really have to do so much. You just do the basics, right? Because ultimately, shown to us, why did they beat you 1-5-5-5 to 4-0?
But then what is a special sir?
But the thing they be like you go with your brother.
They go
like seriously, they go me.
Like Ibado.
Like seriously, on paper, they will beat me. Serious, like if you serious, I remember
on the pathway.
Like on the party, they beat you before. They beat you like 9-2. Like if you combine the two matches, they beat you 9-2. So if he Ancelotti, he won't make you lose like again disgracefully. Make you go do what you want to do. But if this time around, if you're up in him, if you're telling players that this is where the season is ending, so at least win something for Madrid. And because
what is your preferred lineup?
My preferred
as a Madrid fan, if you are saying Carlos should do something, so what do you say?
Like I really wanted Vini to be on the bench. No, I want Mbappe.
I know where he's
play where I want Mbappe play where Vini will play, and Rodrigo on the other side.
Okay.
Then we push Bellingham ahead.
As a false nine.
Exactly. Like we were doing last season.
Okay.
Because with that formation, we scored on three occasions we won against Barcelona. You understand? We scored 9 goals, conceded 4.
But do you think Vini is more of a problem than Mbappe?
No, not like a problem. But you see, Vini hasn't been too clinical this season.
And then like bench Rodrigo.
Beba, Vini hasn't been too clinical this season. The number of playing time at Vini Rodrigo. First half, no, First half, no way. So, but Vini too, you know, go do anything. Just as he has the threats, but you know, go see the end products and anything.
Vinny, people
so we for have like an argument on that guy. Seriously, because this is in the end. I know they see him. But I don't know why some Madrid fans.
Vinny, people rate him.
Then they see him like, then they see him say Perez na so.
Somebody gets more failed skill moves than successful skill moves. What I want to say is that, you know, the 4-4-2 thing that you were talking about, 4-4-2, it be set up that's best for counter pressing.
But you know, we have
it's best
variations.
No, I know.
We have the
yes.
We have the white.
Whichever way, 4-4-2 is best. That is why most coaches, no matter how they set up offensively, defensively, if they want to press, they press in a 4-4-2. It's best for counter pressing situations. If you meet a team, maybe Pep Guardiola make us see this thing. If anytime he meets a team, like way back, he meets team where they play 4-4-2, he take control over the midfield, hands down. And if you leave that to Barcelona, they'll kill you.
So my point is, if you are taking, you are surrendering control. At the end of the day,
you are not surrendering control. You want to get control of the game, but they are just killing you. And they're cool, no.
But
do you understand?
See, but we are not going to attack Barcelona.
But you know,
I'm saying 4-4-2 because of their dysfunctional.
Going into the game, I think Real Madrid, they know for a fact that at the moment they are the underdogs. So I don't think they would go and they'll go attacking. Probably what they'll do is sit back and hit Barca on the counter, because Barca, they've been playing their high line. You know, they play a very high defensive line, and players like Vinicius and Mbappe can exploit their high line. So I think going into this game, they just have to sit back.
Who's going to play left back for Barcelona?
Martin.
They have to.
It will be Rodrigo. If only they will start.
They don't have to play Rodrigo.
Valverde.
No.
Brahim Diaz. Araguda.
He might even play Valverde as a right back instead of Vasquez.
They need Valverde in midfield.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
But trust me, he has to create a system. This is what I always say. Like I was saying, if you're a manager, the best chance you have is to prevent your opponents from having penalty box entries. You can have possession of the ball, but force them to shoot from afar.
Just like Arsenal.
Yes, don't allow them to have penalty box entries, because penalty box entries, ball ni remoi and our player need dribble remoi. Even if Onakasa will shoot here, a foul can come. Bobby to me bobinsa, go to me aba. You understand? Yeah. There's a lot of chaos in the penalty box. So the only way I feel like Madrid stand a chance is to crowd that midfield. You see, you know how Pedri plays the game. When he receives the ball, he's always looking for those balls. South balls now. I was watching the Barcelona analysis. They have a lot of touches at the edge of the penalty box. Exactly. A whole lot.
A 4-5-1 formation would be.
And then that one too, you are surrendering all attacks. So.
No, you see, we are saying,
but you must also put pressure on Barca center backs.
Madrid cannot match them boot to boot in terms of gameplay.
We go for the most balanced formation.
4-2-3-1.
But you know,
because
the 4-2-3-1
that's the formation I've set up against Madrid.
You can't have a square peg in the right hole.
But also 4-2-3-1 also. So what you sounds what? Who go play in the 10 rule?
It's no, man, can say Madrid don't become on board.
Bro, listen. No. Listen, bro. Listen. With a 4-2-3-1, personally, I'm not on Carlo. But if I were to play a 4-2-3-1, my two holding midfielders, because I don't have Caballero. Camavinga. What I'll do is I'll play Chu and Ceballos. Then I can play Jude as a 10. Then Vinicius as a left winger. Probably Rodrigo as a right winger. And Kylian Mbappe.
So, you know, personally, it's a good formation. The whole problem is
because I have Dani Ceballos, who will play as probably he orchestrates the midfield. You understand? So probably you play as a box-to-box midfielder. He can also play as a deep lining midfielder. Then Chu will play as a false centre back.
So Shawarma has omitted. He's omitted Valverde. Not in the lineup.
Valverde will play my right back. Valverde will play my right back.
There's only one thing. Something just crossed my mind. We pull a Mourinho.
You pack the bus.
No. You put one person on Pedri all game.
Ancelotti is not.
Then unless
It's
already-
not
very
too
soon we
nasty to
needed
do
the
that.
bus.
Stop Pedri from receiving those balls. Oh, they'll be too much.
Ancelotti
It would have been Camavinga,
Ancelotti is too,
but he's
is too
injured.
clean for that. You know, go do that.
You won't do that. Ancelotti,
Ancelotti they do that thing.
go and express
No,
yourself.
but that thing mostly works with wingers. Have you realized? Listen. Don't forget.
No, but midfielders too is true. He can draw you out of
Exactly.
position.
Pedri plays as an orchestrator
The way Pedri
and
plays,
a deep playmaker.
you pull you out. Oh.
You
Yeah,
understand?
you pull you out of
A deep
position.
playmaker. So you pull you out of position.
And don't forget that Pedri can still influence the game without touching the ball.
Exactly. Because he will create spaces for others.
That's the whole point.
Because what do you need?
Because the midfield,
You get it.
the midfielders are clever.
Simple. Yes,
Inshallah.
yes. Start here. We'll be in Tian and now so they book in the metatasa.
Because
that's the only way.
We don't have Ramos.
Yes, because
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
only way.
Yeah, the
Hurt him.
See,
Just hurt him.
See,
That be the only way.
what's Enfa? What's why is Enfa?
Because I'm trying to
Ah,
think of
that
all
what
the
I tell
possible
you.
scenarios
We don't go
where
fit.
Madrid can make adjustments to actually win the game.
The only thing be say if you are on highline every feel maybe Mbappe runs.
It hardly fails.
It hardly feels.
They are expert. I've seen the
No,
the highline-
it has failed a lot of times.
Go into the
But
game
teams
as an
don't
underdog.
take teams don't
Advantage.
take advantage of it.
Yeah,
Go into the game as an underdog.
you know
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Listen,
who makes runs.
defend in numbers. Listen, defend in numbers. That is why I agreed with Epiapem when he said Madrid has to bench Vinicius, because when you look at the Madrid setup, the only player who sacrifices from the attacking setup is Rodrigo. Trust me, Mbappe doesn't.
And he
track
puts in the
back.
shift.
Vini doesn't track back. And playing against Barcelona, you need all your players contributing to the defensive aspect of the game. You understand? Yes. So that is it. Now, guys, let me ask you: if you were to predict or come up with a scoreline, your honest opinion, what would it be? Barca Madrid, El Clasico, biggest game in world football, or currently club football, or even world football. To understand, El Clasico has the hype than even World Cup.
prediction.
Trust me.
It's never over World Cup.
El Clasico.
Boom, 6-0.
That is what I think. Okay, fine. You
Penalty a favor de Real Madrid. Penalty a favor de Real
what do you
Madrid.
think?
Oh, I
Barca
know.
Madrid scoreline prediction.
3-1 in favor of Barcelona.
So Barca win 3-1.
Yeah.
Hansen as always.
2-2.
2-2. So draw, right? Okay. What about you?
So 2-2 penalties, who will win?
Cup final. Oh, any is a Cafro on the Barca.
Can't find out.
What do you think?
Yeah, but Chesney to the catch penalties.
In the cup
Yeah.
final.
See,
So you are looking at who will win the cup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Madrid. I'm going Madrid.
Sure.
I just don't know, but
whatever is happening here, mean to me, Yamunsungu and confirm Ramishi. Hala Madrid forever. We are going to win, even if it's 1-0. Even if Mbappe offside 100 times, we will win. So bookmark it.
viewers, I beg, the oxygen cylinder will be how much? Because the way they talk, you forget one for body. Oh.
Charlie, they gave him before add BP machine.
I tell you.
EKG.
Before add BP machine.
Motivating.
He's creating his own happiness.
Saturday evening.
He's living in his
No,
inside
it's
his
not
head.
a psyching body. So say the house can't come, go back.
It's like someone-
That's not on pain anymore. Charlie, but not to say it's slim up.
I swear, some preacher man did my street up. He take me to preach. If that's not fun.
I beg.
The way that match go.
The match,
here,
bro, we go take your Bible and your GC like you do for.
this one at the goal at the street. At the goal at the go the mountain top. At the go pray for them. Charlie, if not,
Charlie.
Emfa.
So Clasico, the biggest game. in
Shama,
club
take us
football.
home.
Okay.
I hope you
okay,
catch
so thank you for finding time for us out of your busy schedules. It's Critique Central Sports. Hit the like button, try to subscribe, all platforms, it's your boy again, Shawarma. I think Barca will win 3-1. We out.
Yeah, I'm playing.
Yeah, Bemase.